Girlfriend was on top and really enjoying herself. My D had apparently made an oversized impression on her because she went up way too high and then slammed back down. People ask Reddit, what was the most uncomfortable thing that happened to you during sex? Did you stop? Was riding him pretty hard. Had an upset stomach but pushed through it. Farted on his balls. Not a toot. A full-blown fart, he heard it, felt it and tried to hide his laugh. I was so embarrassed I got off. We are married now. Reply. What a beautiful story for your children. You still managed to get off? Most impressive. Most impressive indeed. Answer. Oh yay. Humiliation gives me immense pleasure and I just immediately burst. Girlfriend was on top and really enjoying herself. My D had apparently made an oversized impression on her because she went up way too high and then slammed back down. D bent, I cried, she cried. We got it back on in a couple of days because there was no finishing after that. Reply. You should see the broken pen I've seen in the hospital from that. As a paramedic, it's hilarious. Well now, when you see guys on the floor trying to explain why this happened, etc. kept telling him, it's not embarrassing sir, but I need to see it. Had one so right angled I have no clue how that one was ever gonna be straight again. To turn gay from one bad experience seems a little extreme to me. Answer. She did tell me a few days later, I'm sorry, I just thought it was bigger. I have mixed emotions on that one. He's not as big as he looks but he looks pretty big. Was on the bottom and my eyes opened for a split second and something appeared to be moving on the ceiling. I opened them again just in time to see a spider which proceeded fall onto my face. Reply. Turned into a threesome for a second. Ah yes. The classic MSF. I discovered my ex was cheating on me while we were having sex. She was on top of me, and we were going at it pretty hot and heavy when I noticed her phone kept getting messages. I went to turn it off when I saw a message pop up from some guy that I knew she was friendly with. Needless to say, it was a pretty uncomfortable ride to the finish line. Yes, I finished before confronting her about it. Reply. You should have moaned his name at the end just to let her know you were thinking of him the whole time. Big power play. No hesitation. Sudden back spasm. Not good. Had to stop. Made me feel really old. Reply. Am old. Can perform without back spasms. They cripple me the day after though. Also wife makes sounds and I can't tell if her hips hurt or she's enjoying it. Old sucks. Edit. Apparently everyone is doing it until it hurts. Missed her ass and slapped my ballsack instead. Reply. I'm waking up to ash and dust. I miss her ass and I slap my nuts. There's a knock on my door. It's my mom asking if she can come in. I say a loud and resounding no. She opens the door anyway, because she did not take the time to process what was said. Mood ruiner for sure. Edit. Yes, I did stop. Reply. The famous mom knock. Knock to announce your presence, don't wait for a response. I'm both respecting your privacy by knocking but asserting my authority as your father by coming in anyway. Oh, also former girlfriend hooking up just for the sex on my birthday started crying in the middle of it. Instant showstopper. Reply. So the third time I had sex, with the girl who took my virginity, was in my bedroom. I was 17 and she was 18. I locked my bedroom door and closed my bathroom door, which could only be locked from inside the bathroom, and it was a Jack and Jill style. So my duckin' mom jiggles my locked bedroom door and then decides to open the door into the bathroom that doesn't lock at all and then unlocks the one that's locked from inside and barges in my room and says oops. Yeah right, oops mom, you were totally trying to catch me. The girl was on top and it was pretty wild, guessing mom got a view she didn't want. Ex-girlfriend's cat jumped onto my ass and dug its claws in. We stopped. Reply. Haha. My husband was going down on me one night, I had my eyes closed when he blew a raspberry into my cooch. I didn't realize he had burst out laughing because our Yorkie dog had climbed onto his back then sat on his shoulder watching him, probably wondering what he was eating. Bonus, same dog, we are doing it on the couch. I am on top. He says, is that you? I was like, wah. He says, my nuts. The dog is standing on his back legs licking his nuts. R.I.P. Rizza. Nuts but amazing dog. Woke up this morning and RIP my inbox. I told my husband about this post and all the love about Riz's name from the Woo fans. He wanted to make sure you all knew that the dog was so clever he responded to Bobby as well. My ex and I were having sex in her living room when we realized that we hadn't drawn the shades. She noticed this because 3 kids had their faces pressed up to the window watching us. Yes, we stopped. No, we did not remember to pull the shades closed next time. We're going at it and happened to look over at my dog. He was getting it in with one of his toys simultaneously. He does this every time. Not sure who raised him. Girl was giving me head. My load was a little more than she could swallow. She gagged and coughed, some came out her nose. Reply? The old angry dragon. Answer. There's a name for IT. Ha. Dislocated my shoulder and got concussion. Shoulder popped back in, and we carried on. Edit, we were standing. Me with hands against the wall, him behind me. Combined pressure popped the shoulder out, forced me face first into the wall resulting in concussion. I kinda maneuvered my arm until I heard it pop back in. Oh, and I'm female. She pulled me into her room and initiated. Then about 10 minutes or so into it, she starts bawling, asking me, why are you doing this to me? I don't understand why you're doing this to me. So I stopped and tried to make sure she was okay. Then she kept asking, why aren't you fucking me? I was so confused. I just made an excuse to leave a little while later. I was a teenager and I was standing up hitting it from the back. Her dad opened the door, walked in with McDonald's. I got McDonald's. He saw, turned around and shut the door behind him, taking the McDonald's with him. It was never brought up afterward. Reply? The McDonald's or the sex thing? Answer. We ate McDonald's later on and spoke nothing of it. Was with the FWB my senior year of high school. In my bed, doggy style. My dad walked in on us and the guy I was fucking just kept going. He literally looked at my dad and said we'll be done in a minute and went back to it. My dad just walked out without a word. Reply. What a strong confidence, lol. Answer. Yeah. Like I felt awkward and almost wanted to stop, but his confidence and the quality of the sex made me keep going. Still not happy my dad saw us though, lol. I love how many of these stories end with years later, we're still happily together. Reply. Really feels like if you've seen me at my worst and stayed, you're a keeper, lol. Can't tell you the shit, sometimes literally, me and my wife put each other through before we realized, yep, this is locked in now. When I was in college I was having sex with a girl that I had basically just met. Then all of a sudden, she starts crying and tells me to stop. I get off of her and ask what the problem was. She says that she was raped recently and thought she was ready to have sex again to get over it, but she wasn't. I told her it was okay and asked if she wanted to talk about it, and we just ended up staying up that night talking. Thank you for listening to another B-Town Reddit Stories episode. Hit the subscribe button and check out our channel for more stories. Let us know your opinion about this topic in the comments.